All right, what's up, everybody? So, the experiment was a complete success in letting me know that this isn't going to work. Here's my piece of styrofoam. You can see it still has the arch compressed into it, which is pretty cool. Maybe I could pour resin into that and make a top out of it. But if I did, it's just all going to run right down to the low part. Here's the laminated piece of veneer that I matched the arch of a Les Paul type guitar. I just matched the arch so that I could test to see if the epoxy resin was gonna run down the hill and be a nice even coat, and then the excess would run off the side of the guitar. Well, it runs down, but then it pools up over here. We can't have that. That's not going to work. So epoxy resin on an arch top guitar, I can't make it work. I can make it work perfectly on a flat top guitar, and you could do some really cool stuff with it. It's really a shame that you can't get that same effect with an arch top, but the colors, you can see where, like, it just, I know that if I had multiple colors in there, they would just all run together. So epoxy resin is out. So there is a plan B. Fortunately, there's a plan B, but plan B requires me to sand the guitar up to a 400 finish. This is sanded to 120. I figured it's all going to be covered with epoxy resin. It doesn't have to be that beautiful, but the epoxy resin doesn't work. So plan B requires a much finer sand. It's like 120. It looks really nice and smooth. It looks really nice. Doesn't that look beautiful? You can see I still got a little test area right here I got to take off. But it was doing the same thing. So we got to take it all the way down. I'm just going to take it all the way back to the veneer so that I know I have the original shape of the guitar. If there's any low spots in there that the paint or primer is filling, I'll leave that so it's, going to work like a grain filler for me. So that's no problem there. But I do got to make it a much finer sand than what I got here. I've also got all the holes plugged. You can see them. Yeah, you can see them. And there's no point in me taking those out. I don't think I'm going to take them out to paint the top of this guitar. I got some cool ideas for paint. I definitely want to incorporate some pearl into this along with the blue. I got some color shifting blue, might be cool. And the foil blue that I already have, I may be able to use that too. What I'll do is I'll spray a little bit of the color shifting on here, like as it sits right now, just to see how the two colors mix together, how they look together, if I'm going to do a sharp line between them, or if I'll do like a fade. I got some ideas. So, more sanding. Yay. Thank goodness, I thought I was almost done sanding. Alright, that's all I got for this one, guys. We'll be back after we... you guys know what a sanded guitar looks like. So, I'll bring it back to primer. And I think the next video I do on this will probably be a color coat on it. We'll see how it goes, and see if plan B is going to look every bit as good as plan A or better. Sometimes I'm working a paint project, and I, as I'm laying the paint on there, I go, ooh, how about, ooh. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it goes the other way, where you put the paint on there and you go, that's not at all what I thought it was going to look like. So while I'm working on plan B, I'll be thinking of a plan C just in case. So you guys will get to see it after I do the top, and wish me luck. Peace.